Hello, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, I'm about to do a list for people who are entering the game. And many times I'm asked, brother, could you put up a list or 10 must-haves when you do not have a large collection or you just started your journey? And this one, I just realized, like I keep reviewing new fragrances, flankers, some of the niche ones. This is not everybody's cup of tea, and these are not all the fragrance people can understand. They can get really confused very quickly. So I'm doing this not a beginner's list, but 10 fragrances to start your collection up. Okay. And when I say that, it can mean different thing to different people. They have different choices. Perhaps they'll suggest something very niche like, something maybe very budget like. But what I really feel, just because you are doing beginners list, or you're just thinking like 10 to keep in your list to cover all your application or all your purpose, it doesn't really have to be super cheap or super expensive niche. It can be designers, usual designers, maybe a little bit higher end designers. But if you can save up, I'll tell you one thing from my experience of 6-7 years. Okay, when I started my journey, I wanted to collect everything, and I had my eye on every single fragrance. I wanted to collect everything. So it gets very difficult when your mind goes to that track that I have to collect everything. That's when you start spending so much money and you buy a lot of fragrances which are redundant. Perhaps you like the packaging, you really blind bought something, you make a lot of mistakes in the opening, right? So this list is from my side, and I think these 10 fragrances really are really good fragrances, really solid fragrances. Even people who are in the game for many years, they use these fragrances. So you understand these fragrances are not just 10 fragrances. These are very serious fragrances. If you have 10, you already have a lot of fragrances. You don't need to collect like us or many other collectors who have thousands. It's not necessary, right? So as I go, I'll show you what I mean. And I have think covered most of the areas where you need different kind of perfumes. So I'll pick up one. I reviewed all of them. Check out my full on review, but I will speak on each little bit. So I picked 10. So first fragrance I want to show you is a staple in anybody's collection. I feel this is some people told me, why don't you talk with conviction? Why do you say like, I think, you're not quite sure. We'll talk with conviction today. Okay. This first one I'm going to show you is Versace Purum. I think every single man, every single dude out there, if you are into collection, if you love perfumes, if you're finding the game hobby interesting, this is a must, like a own fragrance, a must own, because for a reason. It's masculine, it's very fresh, it got the citrus, it got neroli, it got some aquatic vibe, it's very light, airy. This fragrance smells always good. There's no bad day to wear Versace Purum. Okay, this one is light, ozonic, projects a lot in high heat. This is the kind of fragrance you want to wear. And if you, let's say, wearing this in summer, if ladies can smell this on you, they will compliment you because this smells fresh. Okay, clean. So this one has the clean vibe. Okay, at the same time, it's very piercing. The citruses are very masculine. The florals are there. Really nice looking bottle too. First fragrance I want to show you is Versace Purum. Such a professional perfume for office and daily wear. Okay. So second fragrance I'm going to show you is from House of Prada. And Prada has a lot of fragrances I really love. And you can pick any Prada. Basically, you'll not really go wrong because Pradas are always nice smelling ones. But today I'll show you the safest of them all, Prada Long. This is well known. If you're in the game, you'll see many reviewers talk about it. This is in the list. Prada Long basically is the safe, soft, powdery iris. Not powdery really, like a moist iris. It smells like a clean, fresh laundry with maybe soap, high class bar of soap, that sort of vibe. And this fragrance makes you feel like handsome, So I think Versace Purum, like it's kind of professional, but this one you can wear it all purpose in summer. So I'm showing you the first few freshies, then I'll go on the darker side. Okay, Prada L'Homme definitely is a fragrance I would suggest for people who want to have a small collection. Third fragrance I want to show you is perhaps one of the most expensive ones in the list. One of the most expensive, yes, but this is worth the money. I could have shown you Dylan Blue, I could have shown you Sauvage or any of those, but today I want to show you the best smelling blue fragrance that I have. This is not the longest lasting, not the most cheap, but if you have this, you have some of the best fragrance in your collection. This is Bleu De Chanel. Okay, Bleu De Chanel has EDT, EDP, Perfume. They also have a body spray or something like it, but that's about it. But this is the most affordable and budget friendly, if you can call it that. But it's like over $100 now easily in Bangladesh. So Bleu De Chanel, what's so special about it? This fragrance smells out of this world. The opening grapefruit, you cannot have better grapefruit than this. Perhaps Bulgari's Tiger is a better one, but that one is $300. That's just crazy. I don't recommend you to get that over this. Bleu De Chanel will cover your formal night out. This is what I feel. This is a night out fragrance for summer. You can also wear this for mild cold weathers. The opening, it's appreciated. It smells rich, expensive, and this fragrance has really like the smell is just unmatched. But there are many other clones. You can go for Shogun, Luxador fragrances. That one's a good clone, but not the same opening. So number 3 is Bleu De Chanel. Let me take a break, some water, then we'll start again. Yeah, guys, sorry, back with the videos again. Okay, so the fourth fragrance I want to show you from House of Versace. This is basically This basically starts off very fresh. At first, you may confuse this like it's a fresh perfume or what, because it has a beautiful mint opening, green apple, and then you'll go like, huh, this is a great summer fragrance with good sweetness to it. But slowly, as the dry down comes, then you'll start seeing tonka beans and vanilla. This is what the simple fragrance, but one of the top sellers. And I think if you're collecting and you just start a collection, this fragrance should be in your collection. This is Versace Eros, or Eros, God of Love. This fragrance, I got it in 2016 for the first time. I just absolutely loved it. This one, man, I'm so sorry. My words are kind of like, today I'm a bit tired and burned out from the sun. But this Eros fragrance basically is very piercing, still very long lasting. That apple note is very beautiful. It's the tonka bean that makes that magic happens. Okay, so definitely clubbing fragrance, fresh and then same time sweet. Okay, you can go for the EDP concentration if you want a bit more push, but this one is great projector. Versace Eros number 4. Gaina got the similar bottle like Bleu De Chanel shape wise. Okay, so number 5. We'll go a little bit sweeter here. It's fresh apples. Apple trend continues, but at the same time, it got cinnamon. It got some florals, I believe. It's like an apple pie of the fragrance game. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hugo Boss bottled. Okay, and this is the EDT version. This is a top seller. This perhaps many people would say it's a mature smell, and it's like a fragrance that not everybody wears. Teenager. I'm not actually referring to teenagers at this current moment. When you talk about starting a collection, it can be any age. But this fragrance, it's one of the best and most iconic fragrance of all time. This one started off my journey in fragrance game in seriousness. And this is a fragrance that made me fall in love with perfumes, okay? A lot of sentimental attachment towards it. It's not as long lasting as it used to be. You can go for the EDP Intense, which I also have. But Boss Bottle, this is the one you can start your collection with. And then if you like this DNA, then you can upgrade to something darker, okay? This is Boss Bottle or Boss number 6. This one, it's good for daytime, like formal, a tucked in shirt, stuff like that. Okay, so next 5 are the ones that get a little bit darker. Okay, and next one we'll talk about tobacco and a little bit of booziness, but it's also sweet and a cozy, mild, spicy perfume from House of Burberry's London. This is the old get up. The new bottle design changed. The coat color is changed a little bit. I still have a vintage bottle, somewhat liking it. I still feel lucky to have it. You can still look for the older style. If you see my video, you'll see the packaging, how it looks. This is one of the best designer perfumes of all time, let me tell you. Doesn't get the love it deserves, This is a winter perfume or nighttime fragrance. I get a guava note because the port wine makes me feel like that. I haven't used it for some time, So the bottle is very iconic, very beautiful, and Burberry's fragrances are not very expensive. Why I like it so much of the uniqueness. I like wearing this during the December time. We don't have Christmas, but I feel festive, That's where this fragrance is festive. So great. It's so great. If you start your collection, I was going to suggest Pure Heaven, but I think this one you can start. If you like this, then you can go for some other like tobacco-based perfumes, but this one has that goodness of booze at the same time tobacco, okay? Really nice perfume, mild spices. Is just so good. This is one of the sweethearts in the fragrance community. I think this one, it must be in your collection if you started, okay? So that's number 6. Number 7, we're going to go with a perfume. This is full-on boozy perfume. This fragrance, perhaps it's the one you should not sell it if you don't like it at first. You may not understand the concept, but colder months, winter time, just wear it and see the magic it creates. Okay, this is Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. Okay, discontinued, hard to find. I'm still suggesting this because this is the one that I can think of when I thought of boozy perfume to suggest. This is the first thing that came to my mind. I have many other boozy perfumes, but Pure Malt is one of a kind. It's one of the best top 10, I would say, fragrances out there. 10 out of 10 in every category. And uniqueness wise, there's like hardly anything like it. Pure Malt is so good. The sweet malt whiskey, kind of like a fruity vibe up top, really nice. Okay, and I think as a collector you can have this. Man, Pure Malt is magic. It's like a hall of fame. Okay, so that's the Thierry Mugler Pure Malt. So next one, number 8, is a perfume. It gets love nowadays, but not as much as I like to see. This fragrance is one of the best. This is why I'm showing some of the best designer perfumes. This is one of the best designer fragrances out there. If you like the smell of, say, tiramisu, this is called tiramisu in a bottle. Also, if you like cappuccino or something like it, the secret recipe cake slash coffee pastry place, this is Salvatore Ferragamo Vomo. This is a sweet perfume. This is one of the beast mode long lasting perfumes that gets compliments. This one fragrance got me many times. People ask me what am I wearing because it projects so well, and the price on this is very, very affordable. That's why I'm suggesting this. Okay, you should definitely give it a try if you're going out for date, dinner, clubbing. This one works also a pastry or coffee place. Okay, this one definitely has its magic. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Give me a second. Man, people just continuously message. Sorry about that. So Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, what's so great about this fragrance is that it's one of a kind, also unique. If you like Valentino Uomo Intense, that's a great fragrance but very expensive. This one you can definitely try. This fragrance is if you like coffee. Okay, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Okay, next one is my signature scent, one of them, and my other signature scent is at the back. That is called Recent Time Synthetic Jungle is one of my signature scents. But the other one, if people know me by this, I swear by this perfume, I'll always have this in my collection. This is Durham Intense. And I would suggest this perfume. Get a big bottle like this, 2015. Let it sit in your collection 1 to 2 years. This fragrance will get darker in juice color. Also will get really potent. So I have gone through 2021, I think, or yeah, 2020 to 2021, one of those batches, like 150 ml. And after 1 year, that fragrance became really, really potent. Obviously, you're not going to get the old formulation vibe from this. The old formulation was really beastly, but this is a lot more fresher. You get this kind of citrusy iris and powdery iris makeup bag. This hands down the best perfumes ever created. Hands down, this is like a god to me, that level, okay? And why I'm suggesting for you an expensive fragrance. This is expensive. The reason being, when you go out, let's say you're attending a party and let's say a wedding, and you want to make an impression. Many people are wearing very high-end fragrances like niche or something, but in the whole crowd of posh fragrances, this fragrance can give like a great competition to many expensive smelling perfume because this one smells luxury. This one to me is one of the most niche smelling perfumes out there. Okay, so I'm suggesting Durham Intense for formal occasion. This is the sexy fragrance. Even the anniversary wedding, this can be a signature scent. So that's the signature scent I'm suggesting. And one last fragrance I'm going to show you. Usually when I suggest fragrances, like if you're starting a collection, building it, I do not suggest something like oud, rose. That's why I didn't suggest Declaration Don't Sweat. That one has a beautiful rose note. But I thought, people often wonder, what is this oud everybody's talking about when they join the game? And, they're wondering like, hey, everybody's mentioning oud for greatness. So what is this oud? And I would say, if you talk about real oud, it's like a not really pleasant experience to beginners. Okay, it's a very raw, skanky smell, animalic, dark. Many ouds are like mixed with some of the bakur or something fruity, rose oud combination leather. But I got one oud for you, which is not at all like those. This is one of the most friendliest. Hardly there is any oud I detect, but this is mostly a sweet perfume, like a chocolate candy. But it can introduce you to the oud side. This is Arabian oud, Kalemat, black, or Seher al Kalemat. I have a massive 200 something bottle, 200 ml something bottle or bigger than this, which is really dark in juice color after 6-7 years. This fragrance, it's a compliment beast. Excellent longevity. It smells like chocolate literally. It has gourmandish vibe. It has amber, I think. It has some fruity notes, but mostly what you get is a gourmand touch with that oud. Okay, so Arabian oud Kalemat black, please check it out. I mean, this is a bit also expensive, but I would suggest that if you want to get into oud. So this 10 fragrance, if you have, I think you are doing already great, and this can cater you for a very long time. Do not fall into that hype of you need 100, 200 collections to get respect of people. This just pure BS. Okay, if you have solid 5 fragrance, if you have solid 1 perfume, you can be absolutely proud of it. You can wear it. There's no such number that you have to be a frag head. The love is all that matters. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you try out some of these, and some of these are actually your favorites. Take care. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.